This presentation will change the way you see the best method to transport horses. It may even change the way you choose to carry your own horses in the future with a completely new method. A method that's easier to load, and though it's completely different, safer to travel with the horse being much more relaxed and at ease on arrival. The horse won't stress, and for competitive horses, the process of transporting them will not compromise their condition on arrival, especially for those events that we all train so very hard to perform at. Let's take a close look at how we transport horses. This demonstration was filmed in controlled conditions. In a conventional trailer, the horse cannot maintain a natural forward lean. As the trailer moves forward, the horse feels the sensation of having the ground move from under her, from her back to her front. In fact, the ground seems as though it's being pulled out from under her. The horse feels that it should back away from the bulkhead, sustaining its weight off its hind quarters. Automatically, the horse's balance is centered in the thorax, and is therefore incapacitated when its weight is thrown towards the horse's rear. She spreads her legs unnaturally in an effort to stabilize her balance, which strains her gluteal muscles. As you can see, the horse cannot maintain a forward lean, and keeps her weight at the forequarters. The strain is clearly evident. The posture is rigid, the muscles are tense, and sweating is inevitable. The mare scrambles, losing her balance, and slams her hip and shoulder into the center partition. When cornering, the loss of balance is obvious. When accelerating, the weight dramatically shifts to the hind quarters. On sudden but not severe braking, the horse is thrown into the chest bar, then rocks back as her hindquarters collapse from under her. Eager to get out with no line of sight to her rear, the mare bolts out. This footage has been filmed with the same horse, on the same day, on the same stretch of road, at the same speed. For filming purposes, the chest door has been removed. The horse balances independently and comfortably, maintaining her natural forward lean on her forequarters. Her weight is not thrown to the hindquarters, causing her to become unbalanced. Therefore, she does not need to spread her legs out from under her rib cage. Here, she readjusts her position with ease. The horse's center of gravity is positioned over the trailer axles. This part of the trailer has the least movement. Because she can keep her weight on her forequarters in a natural stance, the horse can raise or lower her head, and keep it at a normal position for resting and dozing. Balancing independently, the horse is not forced to lean on chest or center barriers. She does not scramble or kick in defense of her safety. There is no risk of bruising or more severe injury. During acceleration and changes of direction, the horse leans over her forequarters, and her thoracic sling operating naturally. In conventional travel, this action is virtually impossible when the weight is thrown to the hindquarters. The body is braced and head is raised. The cradle action of the sling is essential if the horse is to keep her forequarters beneath her in a natural stance. Only on sudden braking does the fleshy rump act as a shock absorber against the bulkhead. The horse arrives relaxed. The first rear-loading and rear-facing two-horse platform horse trailer was invented, designed and built in 1967 by David James Holmes of New Plymouth, New Zealand. Appropriately called the Kiwi Safety Trailer, it was developed in response to the problems both horses and handlers continually face with conventional transport systems. Here we see a Kiwi Safety Trailer in action at the 1972 New Plymouth A&P show. Many of these original trailers are still in use today. young boy loads his pony with ease. Here is a horse standing in his most restful pose. His neck is down, his head is forward as he stands on 3 feet. He leans forward, balancing on his front feet, which now hold most of his weight. In a rear-facing trailer, the horse can adopt this attitude, but never when travelling facing the direction of travel. As the horse's front foot is raised, the weight is shifted to the hind quarters. The horse cannot maintain a forward lean and must spread his hind legs to maintain his balance. When a hind foot is lifted, it does not affect the automatic balance. He leans forward and his front feet remain still. Introducing the Equibalance rear-facing and rear-loading horse trailer, the 21st century version of the Kiwi safety trailer. Equibalance has been specifically designed and engineered for this method of loading. Do not attempt to load your horse or transport your horse in this way on a conventional trailer. The Equibalance rear loading trailer is designed so that the tailgate acts as a stable loading platform. The platform is completely level with the trailer floor. The horse steps up onto the platform, turns and steps back into the trailer. Why is it easier to back a horse into a trailer? It's because the horse maintains her line of sight to all external influences and perceived threats. The horse feels secure from behind as she moves over an even surface. The horse is not required to enter a dark or enclosed space. During loading, the handler is in safe control of the horse at its head and is never at the horse's rear. The horse is tethered by a single rope. No constraining rump bars, chains, or chest bars are required. With a single lever, the tailgate is secured. Here, a young horse is loaded from the ground. The tailgate is lowered with one hand to form a ramp for unloading. The centre and chest doors are secured firmly to the trailer's sides with magnets. The horse unloads calmly, maintaining her line of sight to the handler and all activity. The horse arrives calmly at the event venue. There is no fuss and no pressure to unload in a hurry. The canopy provides a handy shelter while spectating. There are no guy ropes and nothing to endanger your horse. Your horse will arrive relaxed and ready to participate without the anxiety or injury that is often associated with conventional travel. Whatever you do with your horse and wherever you travel with him, you have a responsibility to ensure his safety and to understand the logic of horse behavior as it relates to his anatomy and balance whilst traveling. equibalanced rear-loading, rear-facing horse trailers. Easier loading, safer travelling, and relaxed arrival.